this is going to be an electrical match for...
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
Right now,
on the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week. That no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's an assertive leader in the huddle.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yeah.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Gilmore looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game they play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's 2nd and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed by him. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
Touchdown, Falcons! Frank Darby, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Yeah, it'll come
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
Darnold on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Now these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Bulldozes past him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Faking the give, Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a roll. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll run it. Freeman. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Carolina in trouble here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Oh, now it's and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They'll run on first down. Walter, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The Panthers have everything to look at here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 17, Darnold. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Off of play action, Darnold.
Marshall.
Side complete. That's Marshall. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Gonna be probably the last play of the...
On second down now, Walter. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. But just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 6. Looking at it for Pitts, but intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with the pitch. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
On first down, Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 20-foot line.
A lot of guys playing this game are a better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Walter. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Oh, my God.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Keith Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on 1st down, Darnold eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now this throw caught left side. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Smith, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down, Gilmore, and he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
He'll try again.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw don't just want one static play.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Flipping left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st down, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Into the juke, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And he caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27th. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And there's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Man, where has the season gone? We're into week 15 now. Let's give everybody a look at what's coming up here on what should be a very interesting weekend of football. Plenty of good games to choose from in that early window. We'll highlight the one down in Tampa. A big test for the Bucs at home, as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Taking on the Tennessee Titans. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defense...
Ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out come the Panthers, they'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to...
The next quarter, hopefully we score. 21-17 down. Atlanta up top by 4.
On second down now, Gilmore. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up a third down. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got a boat down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Take a go. He's jumping out. 440 yards.
They'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Go down 1. Looks like we're gonna give you
now a give right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Flushed out right.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. It's brought in by Harris. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set, before you begin your cadence.
And that'll set them back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Darnold now to throw. We'll drop this one down to Freeman. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Yeah, I need one more.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 4th down, they'll try and run for him.
Trouble.
He's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Darnold. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Darnold from the red zone now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field Don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive slip. Touchdown, Panthers! That's called Tommy Trimble. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And he's proving again why tight ends can be so valuable in this league. He's over 150 yards.
They just continually create mismatches because of their body frame, their athletic ability. You put a little guy on them, a small corner, they can often overpower them. You put a bigger linebacker on them, they'll run by them. You name it, they almost have the last move if this were a chess game. That's why they're so valuable.
A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 2. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Gilmore. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Chris Barnes there on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. Sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it. They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Good job on the progression there.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Had never trailed with Carolina.
Here's Harris to return it.
Such a back and forth contact here.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Darnold and the Panthers now down by 7. 1:06 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah. So I could come out of the closet?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, that's on you. So, got my support.
I'm just kidding. That's totally not me.
Here's Darnold. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead of second down. Nearly an interception. That one's picked off. It's over. So a new lease on life.
Oh, so I'm gonna take my own car because you're gonna go from the hotel from there, huh? Okay.
Well, we could go to the hotel if you want to go in there. Check it out while I unload, and I'm gonna have to get ready anyway.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I have to get ready. So just, you can sit there and watch TV or something.
Oh, yeah,
Or
no.
something.
Wait, so I take my car, leave it at the hotel, and then we go together in your car?
Yeah.
And then jump.
Yeah,
come
then
back.
we just come
Yeah,
back
do
and then
that,
leave.
yeah.
Yeah, if what's his name doesn't show up, if he decides to, you know, he's not gonna go or whatever.
Oh, Casanova.
Yeah, maybe you can spend the night there. Take it back just in case. That way you don't have to drive back home, and you can drive back Saturday morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's true.
Saturday, yeah, because I have 2 beds anyway. I have 2 queens.
Nice to do.
I have all of them. Yeah, Saturday morning, Saturday when I get up.
You told Mario about 30
Yes.
this morning?
Like around midday, yeah. A little bit before midday. Before he left. Before he left to whatever, wherever he
Everybody knows just a poo, huh? That's nice.
Yeah. We got a fire pit. We got a fire pit.
Oh, he did it after all?
No. Graciela and Jose Luis had one, so they let him use it. I texted her and I said, oh, Mario built the fire pit, and she goes, I want pictures. I go, I can't. I go, I'm not home. She goes, when you get home, and I go, yeah, maybe when I get home. She's gonna be bugging me tomorrow. I'm gonna take a picture of it in the morning. I'm gonna try to find one online, like a home built one, and I'm gonna send her that picture. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be outside now.
I'm gonna find a junky one. Yeah, I'm gonna find a junky one, and I'm gonna send her that. She's gonna say, oh my god. She's gonna say, Tim made a better one. I'll say, you got fucking Tim, then have him build one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much better than nothing.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm almost done packing.
Oh god.
So to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Darnold to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Darnold. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Somebody fucking.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field.
Oh, shit.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.